Last night, I was in the mood to watch a horror movie after I did the video talking about The Strangers. I I wanted to watch The Strangers, but it was late at night. I was like, you know what? I want to watch that. And then right as I watch it, right after, I want to go and make a video about it. So I looked for something else. I was looking for movies to watch, thinking about something, and I saw Alien Romulus on there. Now, I saw Alien Romulus when it first came out. The problem is I saw it from a theater, but I didn't see it in the theater, if that makes sense, if you know what I mean. I went, I was out on the ocean. I had a big old hat on. I had an eye patch. I had the peg leg and a hook for a hand and everything. So, for one, I couldn't tell what the hell was going on when I was watching the movie. And then also, it was just really late at night. And I honestly kept passing out. I was trying to stay awake, but dog, that time I was fighting hard. Not because the movie was bad or anything. I was just really tired. Anyways, so I wanted to go and rewatch the movie, and I figured, why not then? So I did. Since I was like in and out of the movie the first time I watched it, I don't remember anything from it. I had no idea what was going on. I remember like very basic details, or like not even that, like random parts. Like I knew there was like some big alien monster that came out near the end. I have no idea how. And then I didn't even stay awake to see how that got beaten. And then I don't know, just random stuff. So anyways, I pretty much came into watching it now this time uh completely new. Like I knew very little and pretty much everything was new for me. And dog, this movie was so fucking good. I shit, hold on one sec. Never mind. I have the complete Alien movies. Not not all of them because I don't have this one, but I have all of them. I just bought the set from Walmart, so it's got one, two, three, and then Prometheus, Covenant. I think that's it. But anyways, it's got. I just bought a set from Walmart, so it's got a bunch of them. And I'll be honest, I have not watched all of the Alien movies in quite a while. But luckily, that's one thing the movie does good is you don't really need to watch the other Alien movies to know about this one or to watch this one. The only thing that helps with watching the movies before is knowing Rook and what happened all aboard that ship and with those characters and everything before this, but it's not necessary. Also, real quick, Ian Holm, the guy who plays Rook, he was fucking Bilbo from Lord of the Rings. I had no idea. That is new information to me. I did not know that. But anyways, back to Alien. Um, Everything about the movie was amazing. Like real quick, if I had to rate this movie, it is a 10 out of 10. I loved it. The movie starts off kind of slow, not super slow, but it's got to build up. They start off in the planet, and then the two main characters, Andy and what was her name? Andy and Rain are working, and then they want to, get off the planet because it fucking sucks. The movie starts off kind of slow because it has to explain who the characters are and show what's going on. But like once they get on the ship, and then even that part is still interesting. Like it doesn't start off. They start with the introduction and everything. They introduce all the characters. They set up the plot. But once they get onto the ship, and then shit starts going down, it immediately goes up and gets super interesting, and it never slows down. It never stops. It always stays at that same speed, and it stays fucking good, dog. Um, some things to note. Uh, First off, let me say the music. the imagery, all the sound effects, and the sound design, the special effects, and all the details. Everything is so good. It's all got that alien feel to it. He does such a good job at just being an alien movie, and it is so good. Um, some random things I have here in my notes. There aren't really any stupid moments in the movie. Um, the only one that I can think of is when what's his name? Bjorn, the kind of hillbilly guy. Not really hillbilly, but Bjorn um goes and shocks the xenomorph in the cocoon, and then he comes back. He pulls the electrocutor thing back, and it's gone because it's acid. And then he gets stabbed, and then he falls down underneath the cocoon, and acid is dripping on him, and he's pretty much dead already at that point because he's got a hole in him now from where he got stabbed by the xenomorph, and acid has already fallen on him. But he goes and moves his arm and lets more acid fall on him, and instead of like rolling out of the way and trying to at least save himself somewhat, even though he's pretty much already dead, he just lays there and lets more acid fall on him. And then, I don't know, like I said, he was dead anyways, but he could have at least lived for a little bit, but I'm not worried about him. One more thing that I thought was stupid, not stupid, but kind of like took me out for a sec, was near the very end when Andy and Rain are in the elevator and all the Xenos are coming up. Andy drops the elevator and it crushes almost all the Xenos. And then there's just one that comes out and Andy jumps on him and like shoots it, and he's like, "You stay away from her, bitch." It's like, oh, that was kind of cheesy. That was unnecessary, but it didn't take me out too much. It did take me out a little bit, but not enough to like ruin the movie or anything. It was still great. What was a good scene from Andy is when they go and put the chip coating whatever thing inside of him from the other android that they got from Rook, and so it goes and updates him. And when they're in the cryo storage place where all the face huggers are jumping out and jumping in the water, and then they go and put it in him real quick, and he's got to reboot, and then dog, he he goes fucking ultra instinct when he finishes rebooting, and just and immediately grabs the fucking face hugger right before it gets to the other dude. That shit was pretty cool. Another thing that's super cool is the the very last like xenomorph human hybrid that comes from K. Like that thing looks so fucking cool. And dog, the the way that one comes out, it was not because xenomorphs usually they come out through the chest, and then they go off in the cocoon and they sit there till they grow, and then they come out. This one was birthed naturally, if you get what I mean. And that was so cool. Like, that was fucking sick. That was brutal. Another thing that I thought was cool is the almost like the contrast between the main character in this movie and Ripley in the older movies. Because in the older movies, Ripley uses the flamethrower and she fucks up the xenomorph. In this one, Rain is using like a freeze ray gun, the cryo gun, and then it doesn't work out too well. But she tries to use it, and I thought that was like a nice uh, not exactly a reference. Maybe it could have been in a sense, but it's like a nice, like I said, a nice contrast. Also, the main character is actually good. They go back to actually having a good lead female character, and it doesn't feel like forced or anything. It's not played up. Nothing happens where it's like, I don't know about that one. But everything is like good, and it's nice to have that for a while. It's nice to not have something shoved down your throat and just be total bull crap. One more small detail that I thought was super cool is in the end when, first off, when the baby xenomorph hybrid thing is right about to kill Rain in the cargo bay. Dog, it fucking smiles when it's about to kill her. That shit looks so scary. That shit looks sick. And then also, what was cool is in order to get it away from her, she sees the egg sac that it was in, the cocoon, whatever thing, and she kicks it. And then, all the acid spills out. And it eats a hole through the cargo bay. And then when they go out into the vacuum that it opens up and they go out into space, there is no sound. And it is so cool. And it's a very nice detail because it's space. Like, of course, there's not going to be sound. That's how it should be. And that is very nice. And then, there's the jump scare. And the sound plays again, the music builds up and everything. And it is just such a good movie. If you have not seen this movie yet, if you haven't seen the movie yet and you love the Alien series, what the fuck are you doing? You have to watch this one because it is really good. If you haven't seen this one and you're iffy on the Alien series, for one, watch the Alien movies because they're all good. You know what? Yeah, I will say that they are all good. I Prometheus gets hate, Alien Romulus gets hate. I like both of them, and I'm not afraid to say it. They get undeserved hate. They have their moments. They could have been better, but I still think they're good. And I will die by that. I will stand on this hill and die on it. So, yeah, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I really highly recommend watching it. It is such a good movie. Um, that's pretty much all I got. Have a good one.